Hi Nigel. Now then, first things first. It's now been 12 days since the 5 survivors that you misrepresented in your press conference asked for an apology. 12 days where you just haven't done anything at all, other than, interestingly enough, write a little article for the Express saying we need to do something about the grooming gang scandal. Rather bizarrely, I seem to be the only one holding you to account on this, which I'm surprised about because all the reformers seem to be outraged by the grooming gang scandal, but seemingly it's okay for you to lie about 5 of them. And yet, even more interestingly, when Jess Phillips didn't lie, the newspapers were full of the story that she lied. Gosh, it's almost like there's a media bias in the UK, isn't it? Huge congrats on this graph. I say the graph, actually, because it's a slight misrepresentation of the actual facts of that survey, isn't it? I mean, I'm not going to lie. I think any survey that says you are 34% trusted and Kemi Badenoch is 29% trusted, given both of your track records, I'm a bit sceptical of it anyway. However, actually the full survey shows a very different picture, doesn't it? I mean, I've got to say, I sort of see these sorts of polls now as a measure of the media's success, i.e. we have a very biased media in the UK that seems to be skewing the narrative on literally everything and over-amplifying voices like yours and really downplaying stuff that the government's actually doing that's positive. But I figure they, like you, just want us to be really angry all the time. Anyway, that aside, the full picture of the poll says something very different to your graph, doesn't it? So there is a truth, which is unusual for you, that 34% of the people surveyed said they trusted you. But you haven't got the other chart up, have you? The one that says 53% of people do not trust you. And I have to say, given the amount of positive media you get, the amount of work you do on social media, including work by other people that are supporting you via bots, how brilliant is that? 53 people still see through your bullshit. Speaking of bullshit, great to see that GBNews were really on it today, concerned, as I said somebody would be, about the fact you weren't at the cenotaph. Because of course, it's not a national event in the UK anymore, unless we all know what your opinion or your movement around that national event is. Rather surprisingly, you're back in your constituency again, that's twice this week, in order to lay the wreath. I mean, it's not really surprising, is it? Let's contextualise it. This is the photo that you managed to get, which is lovely, isn't it? Notice how the light just catches you. The photographer getting you from below, so the sky. It's a very picturesque photo. Of course, you wouldn't have had a picture like this had you gone to the main event down in Whitehall, because you would have been stuck up on a balcony along with Zach Polanski, wouldn't you? You see, my own personal hypothesis is that you wouldn't go to Whitehall because it's not about you, whereas this event could be somehow made to be about you. It's a better photo op. This sort of reminds me of that time. Do you remember when Dan Wootton went to pay respects to the Queen in a very thought-provoking video? And then we saw him rehearse it and do it again. It's like forced sincerity, isn't it? This photo is giving me Dan Wootton vibes. And I think we can all agree nobody really wants those. That aside, my favourite part of the GBNews article is how they've framed it, pointing out that you're a great reader of history. And that seems to be a constant. That came up in the Bloomberg interview. Zia tells us all the time that you like reading about history. And I'm sort of glad that they keep talking about it because it confirms my hypothesis that actually you weren't very bright at school, even though your parents paid for you to go to one of the most expensive schools around, Dulwich College. And yet you've always felt a little bit of an imposter around education, and it's a faux intelligence that you try to portray to people. And we kind of see that in the way that you disrespect teachers and disrespect education as if they don't know anything but you know everything. But it just turns out that you can read, which, judging by the level of detail you normally put into any of your policies, does surprise me a little bit. Anyway, good chat, as you were.